To the weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV. I'm Tommy Javor with
Darcy Evans. How are you, TJ?
Good, mate. It's great to have be here at the Portland Hotel, and of course thanks to all our great sponsors. Yeah, there they are. We're not going to say them, they're right behind us. You're looking at them. Now, mate, it's been an interesting Division 4 this year. We've got a real soft spot for North Haven. Now, North Haven, they started really slowly, then coming off that the bye round, they've reloaded, come up trumps, and they've gone into our match of the round this week at 1 versus 3. They're sitting top. And I reckon complacency has got a hold of them at North Haven, mate, because they've got smashed. 7-13-55, they kicked. Eastern Park have gone there 19-11-125. So that's a 12-goal hammering. For North Haven, Tommy Lipson, my former co-host, kicked 2, as did Reid.
He probably told you all about those 2 goals, every single one of them.
Well, there were not much to talk about. Whilst better players were Rowe, Durden, Cochrane, Bettridge and Cocchiaro. For Eastern Park, though, wowee, they've smashed them. Yeah. I mean, Knapp's kicked as many as North Haven, hasn't he?
7.
Yep.
7. Woodward with 5, McIver with 2, then Singles 2, there's 6 players there. My best player, Knapp, with his goals, 7 goals, you can't beat that. Woodward, Clifton, Rayleigh and McIver.
Yeah,
so that's a massive win to Eastern Park. Out there in North Haven as well.
Well, that's the big thing, it's at North Haven. I coached a couple of the Eastern Park boys when I was younger, and they were real happy with the win, and big for their season. Eastern Park could be the start of something special. A big run home second half of the year, mate. Now, next one, former Division 1 club Paraka.
Yes,
now in Division 4.
Controversy on there, but TJ was right. We hate when that happens.
Well, we've had a long discussion over it off air on this one. They were a Div 1 club Paraka. I was down there the other day looking at their oval, and gee whiz, surprised they're in Div 4. It's a beautiful oval, good facilities, and I'd expect more from them based on that, but it wasn't to be again on the weekend.
It wasn't. It was Westminster took them out. So not took them out, but they won 15-12, 100. No, sorry, 20 goals, 8, 128. Westminster to Paraka 15-12, 102. So
it's good kicking, isn't it?
Very good kicking there. So Paraka with the 15-12 probably didn't quite help their cause. Just a loss of 26 points there. Best player, the goal kickers for Westminster was Easton with 4, French with 3, Hull with 2, Fisher with 2, Blessing with 2. Gee whiz, a few. Shattock with 2, and there's 6 other players there with singles. Best players Mitchell, Boylan, Blessing, Easton and Shattock.
Well, it's for Paraka. Adams and Sharp both kicked 4. Pellenstoff kicked 3. Vandermeer kicked 2, a couple of singles. Hay, Timpano, Slater, Barnes and Tremaine were the better players. So look, it's a good win there for Westminster, and probably one we expected. That was, I think, our closest game of the round, which is a bit disappointing. It's not the closest division. No, sorry, there was one slightly closer. We might as well discuss that one that was slightly closer, because it was Colonel Gardens, 12 goals, 14-86. Hope Valley, 9-10-64. I'm glad you got it up on yours, because it didn't come up on mine.
And there we are. So yes, we got Colonel Gardens, Lynch with 4, Davis with 2, and singles 2. God, there's going to be 8 players there. Best players: Knight, Beltfield, Corey, Bennett, Rhodes, and Wood.
Also, Hope Valley, Payne kicked 3, Personos kicked 2, a host of singles. Best player was Payne with his 3s, while Dowling, Williamson, White, and Walker. White Walker, he must be from Game of Thrones. Well, that one?
Yeah,
just come up with that
very clever.
Off the cuff. How about that? Javor does it again. And our last game of the round, mate.
It's popping up now. So, look, Salisbury were very big winners over Kenilworth. So, Salisbury 20 goals, 9-129 to Kenilworth 8-5-53. So, a bit of a moralising loss, that one, to Kenilworth.
I'll take the Salisbury side, mate.
Sure.
But probably not unexpected, though. Salisbury have been very good this year. I mean, they're in the top half, and Kenilworth are bottom winless. So it was Mansfield. Mansfield kicked 5, Horges 4, Wormald 3, Wood 2. So between them, they've done most of the destruction with 14. Yep. Ryan Padgett, best on ground. I'll say that again. Ryan Padgett, best on ground. I think he watches the show, so he'll enjoy that. Thank you, Ryan Padgett. Mansfield, Weecher, Banwell, and Disbio.
And for Kenilworth, got Stella with 3. Then the rest were singles. There's about 4 or 5 were singles. So they spread around a bit. Best players: Gain, Friend, Liverton, Chesser, and you love that saying this word, don't you?
Diamondopoulos.
Diamondopoulos.
He's a big ruckman down at Kenilworth. Good guy. Does a lot of work with the juniors.
Quite a bit, so he's up there against one of the best players out there. So well done.
Ripper of a lad. Goal kickers: Cohen Matten with 41, Sean Mansell from Eastern Park on 39, Horges with 30, Taz Borski with 27, he missed a couple of games, and Christopher Adams. Of course, he's the grandson of Herbert Adams, with 26 for Paraka. He's not really a grandson.
I wasn't going to bite on that one. I've been bitten to touch. So anyway, we'll look at the ladder now. So you're probably looking at Gee whiz, there's still between Salisbury in third and right down to North Haven who are fifth. So
I reckon the top 5 set.
Yeah, I reckon Coonamble Gardens are two games out with past halfway point now. So
and a huge percentage behind also.
They certainly are. So then look, probably relegation's probably Hope Valley, Paraka and Kenilworth. So really Kenilworth haven't won, so you're probably looking at Hope Valley or Paraka. But Coonamble Gardens is probably in between nothing at the moment, so it's probably sitting there doing not a hell of a lot.
Look, Paraka sit, well, again, we assume only the bottom team's going to get relegated, so Paraka probably wouldn't be sitting there worried, you know, crapping themselves that they're going to get relegated because, well, they're not going to relegate 8th and 9th. But just to make sure they get plenty of distance between bottom place Paraka this week, take on bottom place Kenilworth. It's at St Mary's Park. I'd expect Paraka to win this and win this well, but Kenilworth are going to win one at some stage, and maybe it'll be this week, Darcy. Can you see it happening?
No, I can't see it happening.
No. Hope Valley are the team sitting just above them. They need to win as well, but they've got Westminster this week. Can they cause an upset?
No. No, not at all. No, straight away.
Again, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. They've got only a couple of players 28 years or older, so they're a young team, they're developing, but this year won't be their year. Edwardstown and North Haven, we've got 2 matches of the round because the top 4 play each other. So Edwardstown, they were second before last round. I'm not sure where they sit now. Let me just have a very quick scoot across here. Edwardstown sitting 4th, so by not playing this week, they've dropped to 4th, but they have had one. They've played one less game than everyone else in the top 5, except Eastern Park. Why can't we just have 10-team leagues? Edwardstown and North Haven. North Haven dropped from 1st to 5th with that loss on the week. That's huge.
That is massive, isn't it?
Yeah. So fluctuating fortunes in this.
Say that one right.
Fluctuating fortunes in this division are plenty. It's 4th versus 5th, but it could well be 1 versus 2 if you squint a bit harder.
It is.
They've all got good percentages. I think North Haven will bounce back. I think they're a good enough team to bounce back, and they like a challenge.
Yeah, I'm going for Edwardstown this one.
Of course,
at the Townies.
I'm also probably perhaps sucking up to North Haven a little bit because we're there for 2 weeks with a live call, aren't we?
We are, indeed, we are.
On election day, July 3rd, it's North Haven and Coonamble Gardens. Yeah, in 2 weeks' time, from the point where you're watching this, probably. And now, because we're recording on Sunday night.
Well, there's a bit of sign language going on.
Oh no, he's giving us these ones and these ones, and yeah, it'd be June.
But how often do you see that?
July.
The top 5 with all 7 wins? Very rarely. That's why they've gone from top to bottom in one single swoop.
But unfortunately they all haven't played the same amount of games. Yeah, so you can go from 1st to 5th within a week, or a bad kick. And our last game, of course, is the rematch of last year's. Is this the rematch of? It is the I was going to say, how could this be the rematch of last year's preliminary final? That's impossible because the team that won had to go up a division. But Salisbury didn't. So it does make sense. I just had an epiphany. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, Salisbury. That's just come to me. So last year, Salisbury surprised Eastern Park and they knocked them off and they went through the grand final and they had Kilburn on toast. Kilburn haven't done much, so this is a big one. Look, the top 5. There's no point saying someone's in 2nd or 3rd because it's shifting all over the place. Having said that, this is 1st versus 3rd. It's huge. They're separated by a couple of kicks, basically in percentage. Your thoughts, mate?
Only because it's at Eastern Park, I'm going for Eastern Park.
Yeah, I'm going for Eastern Park because they've had an 11-goal away win. I think they're really starting to get their game together. The team's certainly got good players in it. Eastern Park for mine. And on Salisbury, just very quickly, congratulations to their captain, Justin McPherson, who recently asked for the hand of marriage of one Emma Gibson, yes, and she said yes. Not really much of a surprise. He was quietly confident, one would have thought, after about 12 years of being together. So the glamour couple of Salisbury, the captain of the men's and the captain of the women's team, will form little babies soon, make babies soon, and father-son, mother-daughter rule, whatever it is, the next generation of Giblets hopefully will be, or McPhersons, will be seen around Salisbury in a few years. So congratulations, guys. Good friends, of course, of SA Football TV. Thanks very much for watching this week. We'll be back next week.
See you later.